All right. Let's talk about LabWork 13. All right, first problem. 10 raised to the log of fourth root of x. Well, number one, I have to do this. I have to convert this fourth root to be a rational exponent, which is going to be 1/4. Okay? So with that being said, what happens is that the 10 raised to the power and the log base 10, which is what the common log is, which that's why there's no base written, is opposite operations. So essentially what I have here is that the 10 raised to the power and log are opposite operations. So all I have left is just the x raised to the 1/4. All right, and that's going to be choice D. Whoa. Okay, there we go. There's number one. Number two. Okay. So, you know that ln and e are opposite operations, but this is kind of awkward because it's not like right next to each other, right? So, they're not both in the numerator. So, what I can do is I can move this denominator to the numerator. So essentially what I will have is this will be ln. If e to the fourth on the bottom, if I move it to the top, what will happen is that I will have a negative fourth power. Well, ln of e will be opposite operations, so therefore I have, they will cancel each other out, so I'm going to be left with just a -4, which is choice B. There we go. All right, on to number 3. So number 1, the power rule. So I have the ln of a raised to the second power minus ln of b raised to the 9th power. And since it's subtracting, it'll be dividing. So I will have the ln of a squared over, no, that's sad, b to the 9th. Not too shabby. And that will be choice A. Excellent. All right, on to number 4. Okay, so a couple ways you can do this. All right. So you can try to get to the same base. Now, let's say that you just don't want any BS. You just want to say, you know what? I just want one way, and it's just going to get me there every time. So here's something that you can think about doing here is to actually take the log or the ln of both sides. Okay? So first of all, let's go ahead and convert this a little bit. So let me talk about converting here. So I got 32 to the x is equal to 1 over, this would be 2 raised to the 1/2 power, right? Because it's square root, the power of 2 is just 1, and the index or the root of the square root is a 2, okay? So let's go even further. Let's say that I want that 2 to the 1/2 to be up top. So I'm going to have 32 to the x is equal to 2 to the -1/2. Okay? All right, so now let's go ahead and take the ln of both sides. So let's go ahead and copy this. Come on over here, paste it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the ln of both sides. Well, if I take the ln, what happens? When I take the ln, number one, there's a power rule, right? So what happens? I'm going to have an x times the ln of 32 is going to equal to negative 1/2 ln of 2. Okay? So look at how awesome this is. X is right there. And that's what I'm always solving for. I'm always solving for x. So x is right there. So I just have to divide both sides by, look at this. I'm going to show this right there to you guys. I'm going to divide both sides by the ln of 32. Right? So if that's the case, what do I have left? I have x is equal to negative 1/2 ln of 2 all over the ln of 32. Okay, if that was the case, let's see if I can actually do this on test mode here. If I can remember everything. Negative 1/2 ln of 2 divided by ln of 32. Okay, here we go. So parentheses, I have negative 1 divided by 2 times the ln of 2 and divide that by the ln of 32. So that's what I have right there. So let me change that fraction, negative 1/10. So this is going to equal to negative 1 over 10, which is choice A. That does work. Okay, so there's number 4. On to number 5. All right, so I see an E. So let's get that by itself first, right? So let's go ahead and add 10 to both sides. So I'm going to have E to the 5x minus 8 is equal to 1188. All right. Then what I want to do, move this, don't want to move that whole thing. Let's move this over. So we're going to take the ln of both sides. So I'm going to get a 5x minus 8 is equal to the ln of 1188. ln of 1188. So I'm going to add 8 and then divide by 5 to get x by itself, right? So I got to add 8. Okay, so let's see if you guys can follow this here. So I'm going to add 8. And then divided by that 5. Okay, so let's see what that gives me. So I have the ln of, oops. And this was 11, not 7, 1188. And this was plus 8. And then divided by 5. Is that what I have? Yeah, plus 8 divided by 5. So I should have 3.016. Dot, dot, dot. So approximately 3.02, which that is choice C. There we go. All right. 6. Oh, look at that. That's so nice because that's already got the E by itself, right? The only thing we got to do is now just take the ln of both sides. So I'm going to have a 5x is equal to the ln of 8. So x is going to equal to the ln of 8 all over 5. And that is choice A. Bada bing, bada boom. And there we go. On to number 7. All right, so this one right here. I see that the base is 1/2. It's kind of scary, okay? But what we want to do in order to solve this is that what we want to do is kind of convert it to exponential form. And one of the things I said to you guys before was, so if I was to, you know what, let's do this. If I was to take this right here, duplicate it and move it down, right? I said to you guys before, what you want to do is, since this base right here has been spending all this time as a base of a log for the x plus 6, is now going to be the base for this side here. So can I make this bigger? I do, I can. So that's what I would have. So that would be going to exponential form. Okay, so what is 1/2 raised to the -7 power, right? So that's essentially what you want to know. So we can do this. I know we can. There we go. All right, so I got x plus 6 is equal to 2 to the 7th, because the -1/7 would flip that 1/2 to be a 2 over 1, which is 2 to the 7th power. What is 2 to the 7th power? That'd be 128. So I got x plus 6 is equal to 128. So therefore x is going to equal to 122, which is choice A. Boom. Right there. Okay. There we go. 8. 8. All right. So this is a change of base. Okay. So to change the base, it will be log of 18 divided by the log of pi. And let's see what that gives me. So let's hit enter here. So let's go to the function log of 18 divided by log of, where's pi? There is pi. .5249. 5249. So it's going to be 2.5249, and it wants me to round 4 decimal places, and there it is. And that's going to be choice B. There we go. On to number 9. Whoa! This looks big already, but they wanted me to expand it even more. Okay, so I have multiplication on top, I have some power rules there, and I got the division to the bottom. Okay? So, let's see here. So I'm going to have log base A of x to the 4th, right? Plus log base A of x plus 5 raised to the 1/3 power minus log base A of x minus 2 squared. Okay? All right. So, power rule. So here it gives me that the 4 log base A of x plus 1/3 log base A of x plus 5 minus 2 log base A of x minus 2. And in that being said, that is, ladies and gentlemen, choice A. That seems so long. Here we go. On to number 10. Ooh, looks like this is going to be compressing. Okay, so let's go ahead and use the power rule. So I got log base 6 of x to the 3rd plus log base 6 of x minus 6 raised to the 5th power. Since I'm adding, it's going to be multiplying. So I got log base 6 of x to the 3rd times x minus 6 to the 5th. All right, and that is choice B. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so there it is. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you later. See ya.